Previously on Fans of Power.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Something wrong with your throat?
Just recovering from earlier. That was a surprise. Didn't expect that. Like I said, I don't have those kind of moments, and that one scared the shit out of me. But I'm good now. It's better. Throat's better, and all done with the convention. So I think it went pretty well.
Yeah.
At least I didn't have to talk much, you know. So you and John were the stars of the whole entire Fantasticon. Everybody's wanting all the photo ops with you, whether it's just you guys by yourselves or them jumping in. So you guys were getting a lot of stuff like that, but I know you're used to that.
Yeah, we do a lot of cons, but I really like these smaller cons because when you go to like Dragon Con and shit, it's like it's really stinky. And you're like,
And
you're like closed in, and you're like this. Some people are crowded around you, and they don't give a shit if you're in an uncomfortable or big costume. Like they will not
just kind of bump into you, no excuse
Yep.
me's, no nothing like
Yep.
that. I mean, and it's bigger than this, because, I mean, I know this wasn't super gigantic, but, I mean, for me, because we're not used to having any kind of conventions around here, this seems giant. So you're saying Dragon Con was even bigger in this
Dragon Con's, what is it, like 6 hotels now? 6 hotels.
Six hotels?
Yep, and you gotta walk from one to the other to get to all the different vendors, and
Whew.
you have all the celebrities in one, and
What kind of, I mean, just curious, because we'll get to, like, what was around here, but, I mean, what are the celebrities at, like, a Dragon Con? What kind of...
big ones, like you have William Shatner and
Oh!
all that kind of
Isn't that crazy? Every time I've heard you talk about Dragon Con, I was just thinking something like just fantasy-based, something like
Right?
Dungeons and Dragons. I
That's
assumed
exactly what I thought, like, when I first heard about Dragon Con. I'm like, oh, that's a fantasy one, I want to go to that. But
Jesus.
it's everything. It's not just fantasy. That's a perfect name for a fantasy con, but it's not.
Yeah, I had no clue. But, well,
No,
this...
Doctor Who is huge.
Can you say that 5 times fast? No. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's a tongue twister. It's like saying toy boat. You ever try to say that 10 times real quick?
Oh my god.
So you can't even say it once. Really, say toy boat 10 times as fast as you can go.
Toy boat. Oh my god.
Hey, guy behind the camera, we can at least hear your voice. Toy boat 10 times real fast.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Toy boy? It always goes to toy boy.
Toy boy.
Every time. Don't know why, but our brains can't function now. Oh, Christ. So this can... I do that to make myself laugh. You know, I'm
that's
easily
awesome.
amused. But, no, this convention, we're always used to... It's basically, anytime there are anybody that dress up in an outfit, it's going to be Star Wars related. And, of course, they were getting the photo ops. But you two, you and John with Hordak and Shiva was... I love seeing the reactions. And I knew it was going to happen. I told you, get ready. You guys were getting a ton of photo ops. But there's, like, I think a contest tomorrow. I know you won't be there for that. But if you were, I guarantee you guys would win. Because anything else that was there was just kind of cheap. Looks like they bought some from a store.
Yeah.
But everybody's... Because they'll come up to you guys. They're like, wait, did you make that? And what's that? And like you
How did you
said...
make that? What's the made out of?
Yeah, poor John getting felt up by some guy.
Yeah, and some woman. I almost
And
chopped a couple hands off today.
Yeah, and really,
She was like, can I touch him? And I was like, you want to lose a hand, bitch?
yeah, she did. She was getting aggressive to the one girl. She didn't like that, but when the guy came up, John was like, yeah, I like that muscle. Was grabbing his
I
arm.
was about to chop his hand.
Yeah, grabbed his leg.
Fucking hands.
he was getting handsy, but
Yeah.
he's like, stop it. But no, I did like I said, I like seeing the reaction. As for the guests, I mean, there wasn't a ton of super amazing guests, but what I liked is everybody that was behind there with their booths were like in awe of you two as well. You know, they were all wanting to get photos. John got some free stuff. You didn't get any free stuff?
I didn't get nothing. No one gave me shit.
You
I
bought
bought
some.
something.
Yeah, here. It's going to come into frame. Look
Oh
at
yeah, what John got for free.
that is crazy. He gets
Okay,
this for free.
well, I did get something today, but it
Oh.
wasn't from anybody at the con. It's from you. You're such a good friend.
See, I'm not bad.
He's not cheap, people.
I'm not. But this
This
was...
is what John got for free.
That's badass.
Fucking awesome.
Because they seen him as Hordak and they said, oh,
Yeah.
you gotta have this, and bam.
And Joe gave me this
Look at that.
to put with my other puzzle.
See, look at that. It's some Golden Girl stuff. I did that.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I figured you guys do. You do so much for me. I was like, I gotta do something.
I
I can't.
absolutely love it. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
And it was a perfect
Beautiful.
frame. I went through one frame that was too small and it was just too tight to get in there, and then this one was just a little bit bigger and it fit perfectly.
It's gorgeous.
Yep. So.
I didn't know you had any Golden Girl stuff.
Well, I actually had that in mind. After you guys are doing so much stuff all the time, it was a plan of mine. I was like, I gotta get something to pay you back. And I know you guys say you don't.
Yeah.
I know, and every time it's like you guys don't expect nothing in return, but I feel bad that I can't do something.
We give him shit, but Joe's actually like one of the best guys I know.
That means
He's
a lot.
really been fucking sweet.
I appreciate
Like, he's a sweetheart.
That means a lot. I mean, you guys are too. And, yeah, you know me. I don't usually show all the emotion except insanity on the show. But like I said, I had to do something just to show, hey, I can get something as well.
I really
But
appreciate that.
no, just the whole experience of you and John meeting you guys in person. It's something I didn't think would ever happen.
I know.
And it was, because when John picked me up and then came in and seen you, it was different. So.
Well, Fantasticon was just an excuse to come meet you.
Yeah, and it was because of your voice. I said this before, is the reason I did it. Everybody was messaging, like, hey, want to go to Fantasticon? And, doing the text or the type, like, no. And then Rebecca just sat there and said, we'd really like to meet you, please. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Because she knows I'm a sucker for voices. I'm not going to say no. It's like, okay. So it's hard. So, yes, Rebecca did see me unmasked, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awkward, for me to go through that. But, well, if anybody's going to see my face, it'll be Rebecca and John. So, there. You some bitches still ain't going to see nothing. Still going to keep this mask on all the time for fans of power. Now Rebecca's probably going to blackmail me. She's like, I have photos of you. If you don't do this shit, I'm going to fucking do this. I'm going to show every fucking photo. So
now I don't, if you don't fall for the voice message, I'll...
Get your pictures like, no more voice message, just a photo of me. Like, that's actually perfect. Or something. You want to come to this convention? No, Rebecca. Photo.
Oh,
It's like, yep, okay, I'm coming. I actually like that. That's really good. But as for the selection of stuff that you've seen there, because you bought one item or a couple items? Or?
Yeah, I bought a plastic lizard man.
That's a badass figure.
Yeah.
And it was a good price.
Yeah, it was only $30.
Yep.
So I had to get him.
No discount. I thought maybe you would get a discount. I mean, John's getting fucking prints for free. It's like, didn't even get a $5, not even a $5 discount. But no, there was classics there. There was some vintage, but some of the people were asking way too much. So just like that Horde Trooper was it was a vintage Horde Trooper complete, not on a card, just in a bag, $225. I'm like,
Jesus.
no, it ain't no $225. And
Nope.
so I could
pay $100 for it, but
yeah, 100. Yeah, 100 would make sense for a complete one because I think that's kind of what they go for. Sometimes you may even get a little bit cheaper than that, possibly. But so the prices were up on a lot of stuff, and I guess it's understandable for some things, like a $5 or a $10. But when I'm seeing those $100 hikes, 70, it's like you're not going to sell them.
right.
I want, and you could barter, but
Most of the times bartering doesn't work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but there wasn't a lot of master stuff there. I didn't see any Origins, which I'm not like missing on.
no, there was no Origins, no Masterverse. There was just vintage. There was classics, and
No She-Ra stuff.
yeah, none. Was there a? What was that? Was there a puzzle or a coloring book? But it was too much. I think it was
coloring book for $20. It's that big. I'm like, well, I'll spend that. The
Yeah.
artwork wasn't even that great on it.
no.
So, if it was extremely gorgeous artwork, I probably would have gone it.
That was, and I think that was not only just a coloring book. Was that one of those paint with water or something?
I think one of those paint with water books.
Yeah, and I think you get those on eBay usually $10, but that was like 20. So you're right. Beyond that, nothing.
$20 for 5 pages.
Not worth it. But you going through the convention again. John predicted it. He said that he's going to be called Skeletor and not Hordak. And I was waiting for it. He knows his stuff. So sure enough, walking through the convention, first fucking person said, "Hey, She-Ra and Skeletor." I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then he got another Skeletor. Then he got a Hordak. And I think another Skeletor. And I think maybe the first thing I think he was called the evil guy.
Yeah.
He didn't have a name.
Yep, it's She-Ra and the evil guy.
But what was your favorite photo op that you did do? Because beyond the people and the kids and everything, there was also other, people that were in costumes. I think there was some cool Star Wars stuff. But is there a favorite?
The 501st guys were pretty cool.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, they're always good. Vader was fucking tall as shit.
That was a big dude. That was
I mean,
how tall was the guy that really played? Or was that Prowse or what was it?
how tall is he?
7 foot something. David Prowse, is that his name?
6'7" is what I thought he was.
I always thought he was even more giant than that, but that was a big sumbitch and a really good. Those were great.
See, when we're going back to our casting thing, he would have been like a good Aurak or something.
Yeah.
And somebody that big.
Yeah, you gotta.
He made it back then.
Right.
In the 80s.
And imposing, somebody imposing. So those were probably the only professional outfits. Everybody else was just walking around probably with stuff they bought at the stores or something really cheap made out of cardboard. I mean, and again, I'm not knocking them, but it's just like, that's kind of it. That's it, really. There was a Xenomorph. There was, I think, somebody came in as Predator.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I think he had Daisy and Peach. Daisy and Peach wanted a photobomb or have a photo. So I was like, well, that was different. So
they put effort into their costumes.
They did.
I could see that was good for what they were doing.
It was, and I'd like to see just everybody was smiling though. I think that's what we need more of. Is just people are just in a funk as of late, or just always angry or depressed. And it didn't seem like they were too rude here either. There wasn't a lot of bumping. There was no creepers. Just to let you know, I was watching. I bodyguard for both of them on the one. The one guy actually asked for permission. He's like, "You bodyguarding? Can I get a picture?" He really did. I think bullshit. I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." So there, give me fucking $10 now. No, didn't ask for anything, but that was cool. But I enjoyed it. It was a quick convention. It was like I said, it wasn't giant, and it wasn't cluttered. It wasn't rude, and thank goodness it didn't smell beyond maybe 2 times.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about bigger conventions. You can smell everybody's BO and farts and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, John's handing me something. Look what Joe did.
Look at that.
He signed John's mask.
That's right. Have a powerful day.
Sold that for like $1 million.
That's right, Joe Miles. He actually did some cursive there.
Can we get some like butter stains on it?
Well, I'd have to wear that excessively.
We're gonna go out for dinner later, so like rub some of your
It'll sweat right
steak or
through.
something on it.
Rub this thing. Oh God! Oh, it smells good. I think this happened. No, but yeah, that's what happened with. Man, you guys got a quality fucking mask. Look at this. How do they top me? I got this like look.
Look at that. I can feel his mask. People.
Exactly, and it's just all paper thin. It's bendable. Look at this. Nice quality. If they top me on my own shit, how do you costume or cosplay better than the person who made this fucking... I drew this, Rebecca, for fuck's sake. I drew this. This is my design. And you guys taught me. That's horseshit. But there, I did first a print, then I did my name in cursive, so you sell that for a whole lot right there.
Yeah.
They don't even teach cursive no more, I don't think, the kids. Kids are going to look at it. It's going to be like fucking...
eBay, people.
That's right. It's like hieroglyphics or hieroglyphics, whatever the fuck they call it. Like, I cannot read what this fucking says. That's going to happen in some years.
No, you got nice handwriting.
Okay, thank you. Well, not
It's
fucking...
better than mine.
Well, I'm sure you probably do cursive a lot better than that. And I'm sure your print is... My print's really bad.
No, the thing is my cursive's okay, but my print is awful.
Okay. I was going really slow when I did this. Don't think this was fast. Like, for the H, I... was just like that. And somehow it still fucking came out crooked. It doesn't matter. I did that as slow as hell. Yeah. How does this guy sculpt when he can't even fucking make a line? But whatever. There you go. But yeah, that was for John. So see, there. I got something for John. Well, me either signing something, I got something for Rebecca. So I am. I'm a nice guy. I'm not as cheap as it seems. I mean, I am very cheap. So I was getting ready to come to Fantasticon with 2-year-old tickets. They said, by the way, they said I could take it. They said, yeah, you can bring them. Go ahead. You can bring these tickets. We'll use it. And Rebecca said, nah, keep those fucking tickets at home. She was like, I already paid for a ticket.
What do I take your laptop with you?
She just never, I don't embarrass.
Please don't walk around with your laptop.
My laptop, but I know what you were just thinking. Oh God, he's gonna come in with these old tickets. They're like, hey, I heard these from 2 years ago. They said I can get in, and then I'd sound like an insane lunatic or something. She was like, oh, we're gonna avoid all that shit. Here's 3 tickets right here on this. Just scan them all in. So thank you for the admission to Fantasticon.
We were hoping Nathan and
yeah,
but
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and next year, hopefully, the guests will have a special guest if Larry Houston makes it, because it sounds like that could be a possibility. So finally have somebody with the Masters of the Universe in this area.
Who knows, maybe next year they can have a Fans of Power panel.
That could be kind of cool. It'd be different. Of course, I couldn't have people getting around me. I would need John as a
have
bodyguard.
different disguises for you.
Yeah, different disguises.
Walk around like that, little bodyguard you make.
Yeah. Right, John would have to do the bodyguard role. He'd have to reverse it, stay around, don't fucking touch him. Don't touch him. Because they'd grab for it, unless I got one of those luchador masks that are really tight. Mm-hmm. That's something that's a possibility that could prevent it. But no, if Larry Houston came, it'd be amazing because, I mean, he's worked on more of the vintage mini comics of Master Universe and was responsible for some of the most unique and best comics and characters.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, I gotta meet Larry Houston. So it's gonna happen. He'll be here at Fantasticon next year. I can feel it, and then we can all be together. And it's cool because, again, this is a moment I didn't think would ever happen, and I loved it. And, with all of us being together, that'd be cool too. So it's gonna happen.
No, we jumped at the opportunity to do this because, like I said, we go to cons all the time, but this was just an excuse to meet you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I couldn't say no. I was like, okay, I'm cheap, but I'm not a dick. I'm not going to say no and then have people, that would have been kind of wrong. So I was like, I can unmask, I can do that. And I didn't scare her or nothing. I didn't come to the door and she was like, holy shit, none of that happened, She was like, Joe, I was like, Rebecca. There, so I like that moment. Yeah. I'll never forget it. This is awesome. It's been great.
It was awesome to see your face for the first time.
Yeah.
I had kind of seen it before a little bit, but not.
Yeah, a little bit. With glasses or off to the side or something, just kind of covering this part up. And it's just like with this mask, there's a little bit of skin that shows, but it's not as much as before because you and John got the nice pullover hood that covers almost everything. So I was like, I don't mind a little skin, but before it was like whole face and everything. I was like, nah, I'm not going to have that happen no more, so.
Yeah.
It's actually not super hot right now. I think in my house, I don't know if I had the heat up too much.
I was about to ask how you were holding it.
That's weird. It's like, I'm actually feeling okay now, but it might be when I'm trying to do that earpiece or something. I don't know. Maybe I get extra worked up. But you wouldn't think so because I sound insane already right now. So I don't even know. But no, that I was really hot last Sunday. I was like, I can't do it. And I had to just go to this instead of that. But if it could hold up more like this, I am more comfortable with this because it's obviously covering more over the face.
Okay.
So how did you want to wrap it up, Rebecca? Your thoughts on Fantasticon and everything before we wrap up this episode of Fans of Power?
Fantasticon was great. I will come back again next year for sure. And it's just to see you.
And
because it's awesome hanging out with you.
I agree. I wouldn't have came if it wasn't for you guys. I wouldn't have.
Oh, really?
Really?
Not
no.
even with your free tickets?
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have came. No, I'm being serious. I wouldn't have came. So.
Is this your first time out since COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you've been to a couple cons since then, so we kind of broke that ice. It's scary.
Yeah.
After being locked down for a while, because PowerCon was our first one since COVID, and we were like so nervous. And then finally, after the second day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my mask off. Nobody else is wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and it felt comfortable at this one. I didn't see any people coughing like crazy. I had on backup, and I was there with Rebecca and John. Yeah. I had my hand sanitizer.
Yeah, he kept giving it to us.
Every time
I was really good about not touching anybody and only touching like items that I was actually really interested in.
Yeah.
So.
Because you got a couple handshakes, a couple fist bumps. Right after the fist bumps, like, hey, you okay? I was like, come here, Rebecca.
Yeah.
It's squirting out. She was rubbing it in, so just to play safe. But yeah, this was the first time getting out to some kind of convention, and it felt good. It was great, and yeah, we'll probably leave here, and I'm gonna eat. They're gonna feed me like a zoo animal, and I'm gonna eat it like a zoo animal because I don't give a shit. This is gonna be fantastic. I won't embarrass you guys too much. I promise. I swear to God. It's going to be great.
You're going to get so many leftovers from me.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, we'll see. Rebecca's going to do one slice of the steak or chicken. Like, that's
you'll
it.
see how much food I leave left behind. I like how really eating.
You're going to see blood dripping down from the steak if we do go somewhere like that. Like, holy shit. I didn't bring the cameras for this one. But it's going to be fun. But all right. Well, Rebecca, that was great. So,
it was great.
Well, I'll wrap it up like I always do. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell so you can always be notified when we go live. And until next time, have a powerful day. Got a quote? You got something?
What do I got? I can touch people.
I'm real.
We're in the same room.
I'm real. Look at that. Oh my
Look at
God.
that. It's just nice.
And I would do the same, but then I know what Nathan Tyler would say. I was like, look, I can touch her too. Like, you fucking pervert. I was like, hey, wait, she touched me. She touched me first. No, that didn't sound right. All right.
Double standards. All right, bye,
See ya.
everyone.